Hi guys, on this video I'm going to be reviewing an episode of a fan-made season I made a year and a half ago. Heads up, it's really bad, and there's only one episode. So we start off with Chris and his microphone. These texts are really small, I can't even read half of them. You guys are gonna need one of them telescopes to see some of these texts. Also, this was made in an app called InShot, an app I've not used since I made this. I think I made it with this because I had very little storage on my phone and CapCut took up too much, so I used this. Also, it was made in one night, and you can tell, literally, what is this dog shit? This season has 10 contestants, and this is the worst cast I've ever seen. You might as well call it Total Drama Loser Island. So Chris introduces the teams, and these teams have the most basic names. Are you ready to hear them? Team Carrot and Team Candy. How creative. He introduces Team Candy first, and these teams are so random. So on Team Candy we have Lindsay, Tyler, Scott, Leonard, and Sammy. I don't know why Leonard is in this. I used to think he'd do good as a finalist. Like, how was I this dumb? This is my favorite scene. Also, I didn't really cut them out right. Like, what is this? Justice for Sammy, guys. Then Team Carrot is next, and on this team we have Ella, Duncan, Crimson, Noah, and Dawn. I don't know why Crimson is on this since she's the only person from Redonkulous race. I don't know why I thought anyone would like this season. The only person I could see actually winning this is Noah. Then we have Crimson complaining while she's dressed like a hooker. Dawn, get them feet away, no one wants to see them grippers. I think Dawn was gonna have some sort of rivalry with Scott. I was halfway done on episode 2 and I think at one point Dawn has an hallucination where she's stabbing Scott. Like, I made Dawn a full-on psycho. So then I decided there should be a boys' and a girls' cabin, even though there are two sides in both of the cabins. Anyway, so Lindsay and Sammy meet Crimson and Ella. Lindsay ends up accusing them of being a robot. Like, I made Lindsay very, very dumb, probably dumber than she is in All Stars. At one point she thinks Tyler is the queen. And as you've noticed, Dawn isn't there. That's actually because Dawn paid a visit to the boys' cabin to give Scott a trash bag, but Leonard ends up making it disappear. Big surprise, Leonard can actually do magic. Now we have Noah crying like a little bitch because Emma isn't there. I mean, that's all he does in this episode. And I decided to make Scott a villainous character again, 'cause why not? When you read what Leonard says here, you can tell I only just finished Stranger Things. Now we have the campers meeting Shed. Yes, I put Shed instead of Chef. Also, why was he being introduced like they had never seen them before? The only person who has never met Chef is Crimson. We also have Ella being a suck-up. Then the challenge is announced. That challenge is to make a meal for Chris and Chef, and the best meal wins. So we have Crimson and Duncan working in the kitchen for Team Carrot, and Lindsay and Leonard for Team Candy. Why did I put the two most dumbest people in the kitchen? Duncan tries to speak to Crimson, but she doesn't take it too well. The people who aren't in the kitchen are going out looking for food. Dawn shows off her aura reading skills by telling everyone that Tyler is scared of spiders and chickens. I'm surprised I remembered that. Anyway, then we have Dawn, Ella, and Noah near a cave, and Ella suggests that they go inside, but Noah says no, and Dawn for some reason is very mean even though she's meant to be nice. Now we have the funniest scene in this episode, just watch.
Okay, let's look for some fish. Found a tinny fish.
Me too.
Put that down.
Bye, fishy.
Found us a sheep.
Where is Lindsay?
Okay, to be honest, it didn't have any sound. But yeah, and also I don't know how Leonard teleported from the kitchen to outside on a sheep. Anyway, Lindsay blew up the kitchen, which made their team lose. So we cut straight to the elimination ceremony, and the people who are safe are Sammy, Tyler, and Scott. But before we find out who gets eliminated, Chris decides to give a big pointless speech on why these two are up for elimination. I can't be bothered reading it. Anyway, Leonard is safe and Lindsay is eliminated. To be honest, I don't know why eliminated Lindsay. She had potential to make it far since most of this cast is shit. Anyway, before Lindsay goes, Tyler proposes to her, but she declined because she says she already has a boyfriend called Tyler, and she refuses to believe that he is Tyler. Now is time for the final part of the video, and that is the overall review. First up, let's talk about the cast. So this cast is bad. Not all of them are though, but if I wanted to make an entertaining season, first off, I'd take Tyler out. The whole plot where he wants to propose to Lindsay is stupid. Then take out Crimson because is a bit stupid. Having someone from ridiculous race in this one, that's a whole other show. Also, I'd take off Duncan since I don't think he could have a good story in this season, and I'd also take off Ella since her and Dawn are very similar characters, and if we only have a cast of the 10, then I'd rather have someone with a different type of story than Tuesday being the nice girl. And instead of them, I'd put Trent, 'cause I think him and Sammy would be a good couple. I'd also add Brick because I think he would get a redemption arc, and I'd add Blamley to be the villain, and then I'd add Scarlett so she can be the crazy one of this season. And if you're wondering why Leonard is still in this, that's because he would obviously be the first boot. Anyway, my review of the story and everything else is shit, shit, and shit. I hope you enjoyed this video, but before you go, I thought I'd show a sneak peek of episode 4.
Okay, so the first thing I want to announce is the immunity totem, which you can use to save yourself or someone else at the elimination ceremony.
Why are you telling us this now? Why not on day 1?
Because we still had some things to sort out on day 1, but we have it now, and that's okay. Anyway, for this challenge, it will be a race. I will be waiting on the complete other side of the island. The first team to get to me wins safety for tonight.
Is that it?
It was originally, but thanks to you, Mary, I'll personally add something to spice things up. Before you race, you must jump from the cliff. So off you go.
Not gonna lie, I think I need the totem more than anyone. Catherine is trying to eliminate me, and she lied about me to everyone else on the team. But the chances of me finding it are low, so I'm just going to focus on the challenge.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.